Oh my goodness, hello listeners. Thank you for joining me in this audio adventure of sound. Pretty appropriate, right? Now my name is Emily and I'm going to speak about the theory of sound, how sound communicates meaning, and lastly, types of sound used in TV and film. I know, but it's going to be quick and straight to the point. Okay, so the theory of sound, eh? What is it? Well, it's basically how scientists think sound works. So they say there are two types of sound waves, longitudinal and transverse. Now you can define them both by the way the squashes of sound are set out. So a longitudinal is when the compressions travel in the direction of wave travel, which then means that transverse waves are when the squashes go up and down. Sound also travels best in solids, but can pass through liquids and the gas medium as well. The range that humans can hear goes from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. But obviously when you get older this can decrease, but also listening consistently to loud music can also cause your range to get lower. Finally, the speed of sound is 340.29 meters per second, which is pretty fast. Now that we have finished with all the theory stuff, it's time to move on to how sound communicates meaning. You may not notice, but sound is really important in getting across the message of a visual piece. Music especially. Say a scene is very emotional, you would usually expect a slow, dreary piano solo.
Hello, Jack. I changed my mind. They said you might be up here.
See, it really sets the scene, but take away that music and add some more upbeat, funky music, it has quite the opposite effect.
Hold on. Keep your eyes closed. Do you trust me?
This changes the pace and feel of the scene. Music can also be used to build tension. For example, now that's a pretty famous example. It's the theme tune from the classic film Jaws. This music is universally known as tense music. When you hear it, you know something bad is about to happen. It awakens emotions such as fear and dread because it's associated with death. And this is just the music. Another big factor is making punches and kicks sound louder for the character that the director wants to be stronger. Take this away and you can't tell which character is winning. Say there is a fight between two characters that are similarly built. You wouldn't know which one would be stronger, so they use sound effects to create a harder punch for the character that is more powerful and more dominant within the fight. An example of this is the fight scene between Batman and Bane in Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. By taking away the sound, it becomes very boring and confusing to follow. This is because you can't hear the punches, thus not being able to tell who is stronger. This can even be heard in their voices. As you may or may not know, Batman's voice is quite deep, but Bane's is even deeper, indicating that he is the more dominant character.
Bane, let's not stand on ceremony here. Mr. Wayne.
So in summary, not having the right sounds in a scene can really affect the effectiveness. I have officially saved the best till last, types of sound used in TV and films. Now, there are three main types: dialogue, music, and effects. Now, dialogue can be either character dialogue or narration. These are pretty self-explanatory, really. Character dialogue is whenever a character in the piece speaks, and narration is, get ready, when the narrator talks. I know, shocking.
Christmas in the East End was a time of joy and love, but not always peace. Just telephone Anata's house. We're like the Windmill Girls. We never close.
Music is pretty self-explanatory. It just means any music on the clips, so this normally means the soundtrack. It's designed to add emotion and pace to a scene. Finally, effects. You can have hard sound effects. Examples are guns, shot, door slams and punches. Background sound effects, which basically set the scene, which can be like sounds of cars for a city or seagulls for the beach. Sometimes you use different things to create sounds, like using celery for breaking bones. These are called Foley sound effects. The last one is design sound effects. These are sounds that are not real in the world we live in, such as alien spaceships in sci-fi films. Now you know everything you could possibly know about the theory of sound, how sound communicates meaning, and types of sound used in TV and film. Well, thanks for tuning in. I probably won't do another one, so see you never, and I hope this newfound knowledge helps you in your life.